Okay, so let's get the cat out of the bag. So many people have asked questions of why we rebranded, right, from my original brand, which I absolutely loved. I spent so much time with some killer, wonderful, glorious people who worked on my previous logo. But the reality is, at the end of the day, when you are doing your business so long, things change, right? Things morph. And what happened for me was I started in the divorce recovery coaching, and that was it, right? That was my niche. That was my focus. I worked with high-level C-suite executives and business owners, and they just happened to be going through a divorce or had gone through a divorce and hadn't quite recovered or whatever it was. And the reality is each one of my clients would always have this aha moment at some point in time through our time together. And they would be like, oh my gosh, this has nothing to do with divorce, does it? And I was like, you get it. My work here is done. Like, you graduated, right? And they started referring me to non-divorced people because, again, like I said, they realized it had nothing to do with divorce. Anybody who was stagnant, who was stuck, who was feeling unfulfilled, or who wasn't quite living a life that was full of vibrant color in their life. And so they started sending me to non-divorce clients. Well, those non-divorce clients, true to my first clientele nature, was high-level C-suites and executives. And one in particular had asked and just said, holy crap, my team needs to know this. Can you shift this? Can you alter this so that my team, that you can deliver this in a team environment? And I said, absolutely, saddle up, let's do it. And so we worked tirelessly side by side together, cultivating and creating the, creating the context and the deliverables for the team leadership development. But in reality, the content's all the same. I teach the same thing to my corporate clients that I taught my divorced clients. And it's all relative to every human being on the planet, quite frankly. And so that's how we organically shifted. And as we shifted into that space, the reality is that my brand didn't reflect that anymore. It was still very much divorce focused, and it was still very much one-on-one coaching and not necessarily the business consulting side, because the reality is I've owned several different businesses. I've worked in corporate. I've got that experience, and that's why it just must have naturally happened that way. Like I said, it was completely organic that I ended up in the team leadership development, because that's the best use of my skill set, coupled with the emotional intelligence and regulation that I can take to whatever client it is, whether it be a one-on-one client or a corporate client. So the rebranding really was about getting the focus off of me, true to my nature of really being a team player and really cultivating team environments within corporate. I wanted a brand that wasn't built around me, honestly. And when you first start into the coaching space, everybody's like, oh, you have to brand yourself. Think Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, like all those people. It's got to be about you. Oprah, your brand has to be you. And while I come with my brand, it was just a core value of mine to have the brand really reflect the team that I have. I have a killer team, and I could not do what I do without my team. There are so many people that directly impact my ability to perform as I coach and navigate and deal with these corporate companies. And so that was the biggest issue right then and there. And then, of course, to appeal to something that was more clear, clean, concise, because honestly, again, true to my nature, that's how I operate. I am very clear, straight to the point. We're not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. When I'm dealing with a room full of type A's, none of us have time for me to blow smoke up your hiney, right? Like, we're getting to the point, we're cutting to the chase, we're making your team more effective, more efficient, more communicative together immediately. And we're doing that in a fast-paced environment. And the brand before that didn't reflect that either. And so it doesn't mean that the divorce stuff is going away. It's going to still be there. It's just something that no matter what, no matter how many times I've tried to pull away from it, it always comes back for me, simply because people that are going through divorce really need the help. And it really is an expedited way to get through. You don't have to spend 7 years to get over it. You can get over it faster. I had one client who literally 2 days before I met him, he was considering suicide. I then pulled several of my previous clients who had apparently considered, 5 of the 7 that I had talked to had considered suicide as well. And because of the work that we did, it completely pulled them up and out of that. And so this is radically life-altering work, you guys. This isn't something that is easy. We dive in deep, we dive hard, we get after it, and we really get radical transformation. One of my clients just last week said, I have seen a counselor for over 9 years, multiple different counselors, gone with my ex-wife, gone with my new wife. Things have never gotten better, and I don't understand how in 6 weeks I am a radically different person. So we really wanted our brand to reflect the efficiency, the effectiveness, the teamwork development that our company is built around. And it just didn't do that before. So the cat's out of the bag. I know you guys have seen it coming. You've seen trickles of it here and there. And we really are all about elevating and developing the leaders of leaders. And we really feel that this brand reflects that. And hopefully that resonates with you as well. So if you love our videos, if you love our work, like the video, subscribe to our channel, click the bell to get notified. And as always, we'll see you on the other side.